Hey everybody, and welcome to a game called 20 Minutes Till Dawn. This is a relatively new roguelike game. I've played it a little. It doesn't look like I have. But actually I had to go into the game files and reset the values, actually, because there's no way to in-game reset your save or create a new save file, anything like that. But if you haven't seen this game, which I don't expect a lot of people to know what this game is. It's pretty new, but it's a lot of fun. It's good roguelite for sure. Basically, you're fighting off all these like hordes of, I think, aliens, and you gotta grab some XP, the good stuff. And every time you level up, as I just did, you get to choose between 5 perks. Double shot is good pretty early on. An extra projectile essentially doubles your damage. It does come with a bullet damage debuff, but with an extra projectile, getting that debuff doesn't really matter too much. Fire rate, self-explanatory, it's always good. Electromage is pretty good too, especially with crowd control. I've realized playing this game that elements are always really good if you get to the later tiers in the trees. I've really grown to like the elements and the elemental abilities in this game. They're really good. I mean, see, we're already like dealing with this whole group of enemies already. Early on, light weaponry is good, but later on it is a whole lot less useful. Frost Mage, the Frost Tree is insane. You have a 35% chance to freeze an enemy, which is great in a game like this when you're constantly being overwhelmed. But that's not all. I mean, with the next perk in the tree, you make an enemy lose 25% of their HP, which is awesome. And then at the end of the tree, you can get Shatter, which deals 25% HP to anyone around the frozen enemy when it dies. So I'm gonna go for Frost Mage. It's always good. The elements in this game are I've noticed the elements in the game generally, to me, seem way better than trying to build a different build. Now, I will do different builds and stuff because I don't like playing roguelites and trying to achieve the same build every time. I think if you're playing a roguelite, what's the point in trying to do the same thing every time? Just play Skyrim or like an RPG if you want to really min-max a particular build or go all in for one specific thing. But I mean, elements and the elemental abilities are just, I think, especially when you get the synergies, are just so much better than the others. Damage, always good. Now, I don't like this ability in the Frost Tree. It's the only thing in this tree that I don't like, but it can help move towards Shatter, which is good. Oh yeah, and Ashana, the character I'm playing, the one you start with, you get to re-roll your perks, so you get new options. And you can later unlock characters after you earn basically long-term experience points in a way. You can unlock new characters with the said points that you get from each run. But I'm going to go ahead and take Power Shot. I won't re-roll yet, but you'll see. in a minute. But power shot is always good to get, especially for the abilities that you later get in the tree. It's always good. Now, from playing this game, go for a particular thing, and I like that a lot. You know, rerolls and roguelites are always good, but there are definitely really cool characters that have their own unique way of playing, and they make certain upgrades that are bad with, like, say, Shauna and other characters much better. I don't like the decrease in fire rate, but bullet damage, bullet size especially, is pretty great. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. Getting damage early on in this game is like a huge help, because if you don't get damage early on, and if you're trying to, you know, get other stuff early on, it's not helpful. That was unnecessary. You really didn't need to run into me there. Anyways, yeah, damage early on is just good. Because if you don't get some good damage early on, it hinders you for the rest of the run until you're able to get good damage. Move speed's always nice. I think we can do without it for now. I will later want to go down this tree for the running gun. This is, like, I always take this, or at least try to, if I have the option. It's amazing. 'Cause it won't, basically, you are still a little slowed down when you shoot your gun, but hardly. It's nice. But for now, I'm gonna re-roll, hopefully get some synergies for my stuff. Frostbite's great, but Splinter's also great with Frostbite, because I'm pretty sure the bullets from Splinter can also freeze your enemies. And I've got a big crowd here. This could help with the crowd, but I think Splinter's the way to go right now. I definitely will want to get Frostbite if possible. I'll tell you, this game had a real learning curve. I lost probably the first, like, 24 games I played. Maybe not 24. I can give myself a little credit. But it was a while before I actually understood what really was good and what wasn't. All of these at the moment, I'm not interested in. Magic Lens is good when you have a lot of spread. Otherwise, it's almost useless, in my opinion. Unless you're trying to, like, shoot into it every 2 seconds, but I don't like to play like that. Reaper rounds are great. This is a great ability. Piercing, and you're also able to pierce killed enemies. It's a must in every run, in my opinion. Because look at this. We're already, look at that. Just mowing down the crowd. So you see this little guy with the red outline, who is obviously a lot tougher than one of the enemies. When I kill him, I get a little chest, and it can have certain perks in it. And those perks are unique to each character. Not every character has the same pool of perks that they can get from the chest from the bosses. But double shot, great right now. Oh, this is good to get early. Yeah. Obviously I almost take everything from the chests. They're almost always good. The only one I sometimes don't take, at least with Shauna, is her Halo piece thing. So basically, oh, yes please, thank you, appreciate it. But the only thing I usually don't take from the chests, I take it sometimes, is Shauna's perk that allows her to pick up halos, which are these things that don't do anything when you pick them up, but when you get 3 of them, you get a really good buff. And I feel like the buff is great, but wasting 3 levels, not really wasting, but, you know, using 3 levels to get it honestly doesn't feel very, very good to me. I'm gonna need some extra defense now, because as you've seen, I've made some foolish mistakes about 2 times already. And Holy Shield will help with that. Basically, you get to absorb some damage. You get to absorb 1 damage every 2 minutes. And every 2 minutes, if you're getting hit every 2 minutes. Otherwise, you won't need to use it every 2 minutes. The big boy, the big bully who would really mess me up when I first started playing the game is about to come up. He shows up around 15 minutes. He's a tough boss. And for that, since that's coming up, I'm gonna take some extra HP, because I don't trust myself with him, especially when I don't have runes unlocked. You don't know what runes are in this game. You get permanent upgrades with the point. You can get permanent upgrades with the points that you get from each run. They're always. Oh, there's the big boy. Oh boy. I don't know what his problem is. He just dashes. Glad I got that movement speed before he showed up, because without it, it's pretty easy to get hit by him often. Fanfire, I don't care for Fanfire very much. Actually, since I have Frost Mage, Fanfire is pretty good. And it leads towards that. I can't pronounce that word. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it says. But I know that this perk is good. So for the sake of moving closer to getting that, I will go ahead and take the Fanfire. I think we'll do all right with this boss. I should focus him a little more. Because the longer he's here, the harder my life is for a longer amount of time. And we don't want that. It's no good. So I think. Okay, Holy Shield coming in, giving me what I paid for. Thank you. I think what we're gonna want to go for is an elemental build, and I don't want to do them every time, but it's just so good. Elemental builds are great. This will have to be a reroll. Oh, reload rate actually would be really good right now. Yeah, I love the elements in this game. They're really good, and I feel like the other builds, unless you're playing a character that synergizes with them, aren't too great. Yeah, these two are not very good for me at the moment. Bullet Bounce is great with Frost Mage. Everything's great with Frost Mage. Frost Mage is just a good perk. But with Bounce, I mean, we're just freezing fools left and right. I mean, yeah. I feel good about this run. That's only because I focused in on Elementals and Frost Mage. But I feel good about it at the moment. But, I think I don't want to speak too soon, because it's not even gotten to 2 minutes left, or 10 minutes left. But, this is looking promising. Max ammo's nice, reload rate's nice, but run and gun, I always have to take run and gun. You know, maybe if you're better at this game than me, if you're better at managing when you choose to reload and when you don't, which I don't focus on at all, to be honest. Run and gun might be a somewhat useless perk for said people, but not for me. Not for me. I need all the help I can get. It's very easy to get slowly overwhelmed. Extra projectile, awesome. And it doubles projectiles. This confuses me. It says it doubles base projectiles, and it says it gives you an extra projectile. But I feel like if I've double shot, I get this, all it ever does is give me 4 bullets. It doesn't ever seem... It seems like to me, if it gives you an extra projectile and doubles your base projectiles, you should have 6 shots. But before in the past, I swear it could have given me 4. See, yeah, it gives 4. I think either they should change the wording or something like that. Because I always am under the impression I will get 6 shots when I don't. But I'm just being picky. Don't mind me. Anyways, this is a great perk to get. I mean, it synergizes well. Magic Lens might be a good take at the moment with the spread that I have right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. And bouncing bullets and Splinter, you know, I don't think it affects Splinter, but I do think the Magic Lens can affect bullets bouncing. So if a bullet bounces back into your lens, I think there's a possibility that it actually does give the buff twice. I'm not sure about that, but I think that is the case. Right now I'd like to see more frost upgrades, more lightning upgrades, and I mean just more elemental upgrades. It's kind of how we got things built. This isn't very useful at the moment. Extra pickup range? They're probably worth taking right now. Because I'm missing a lot of XP. So I think I'm gonna take the magnetism. I used to sleep on magnetism when I played the first time. But I've come to appreciate it more. I was like, when I first played the game, I was always like, well, why would I want magnetism? That seems like a waste of a level, when, like, you know, why increase my pickup range when I can increase damage and just walk a little farther? But no, pickup range is actually very useful. This is nice. I won't have to reload as often, but I want to start getting... This will not be useful probably at all right now, but I do want to start getting down this tree because it is very useful later on, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start into the fire tree. And as you can tell, we're not... the enemies are coming in a little faster than before, as you might be able to tell. And we'll definitely want more crowd control. Speak of crowd control, this is good, but right now, my fire rate is not that high. I don't think this is great right now. I think I will re-roll this. Well, on second thought, getting down into this tree is nice. Nah, I'll go ahead and re-roll. Okay, I don't care for this perk. That much really. But hopefully I can get Electro Mastery. And I mean, we're still merking the crowd. So I'm not too worried about taking some levels that I don't care for too much, or like some abilities from my levels that I don't care for too much. I don't mind taking some right now as an investment for the future. This is great to get to, and this helps get to it. I think it makes it more likely to show up. I know that it won't show up unless you have one of these. Oh, and I don't have Firestarter yet. Oh. Well, actually, max ammo. I'll take some max ammo and then get Firestarter. So I can get at least 2 fireballs per clip. I think that'll be good. I think that's when it'll start making a difference in me being in the fire tree. The reason I want to go in the fire tree is not really for the burn damage, and it's not really for the fire starter perk or really anything in the fire tree. It's for the synergy that you get with the flame effects and the electro effects. I will show you that in a second. Fire rate. I'm gonna be looking for the elemental stuff. I'll go ahead and take that since my clip size is bigger and it'll proc more often before I have to reload. But yeah, let me show you the synergies that I'm talking about. I don't mean just the synergies between these items. I mean this stuff. These I had no idea existed for the longest time, and they're super useful. Overload is what I'm looking to get. When you get Electro Mastery and Firestarter, it will create this effect. Well, it actually doesn't create the effect immediately. You have to pick up the ability Overload, but you can only pick it up after you've gotten these abilities. So when lightning strikes an enemy that is burning, create an explosion that deals 25 damage. This right here is game winning. I mean, this is an amazing ability. I feel like some of the synergies definitely lack some relevance compared to the others. But Overload is amazing. And I'd like to win the first game in this Let's Play. If I can. I don't want to seem a little cocky, but I will say at the moment I think we're doing pretty good. Electro Mastery, please? No? This could help. I'm just gonna focus on trying to get the synergy. Since we're starting to get more and more crowded. This will be good later. Right now, not useful. This can help with car control. I'll go ahead and take it. But if I don't see Electro Mastery or Firestarter in the abilities, I will re-roll until I see them, and hopefully get Overload as quickly as possible, because that is just mwah. That's not what I'm looking for, and there's no Electro Mastery. Okay, I see you want me to take that, but I will take Bullet Speed. I don't care for the extra spread, but later in the street I can get Piercing. So I'll go ahead and take this for now. And just bank on the chance that I get the upgrades I'm looking for. So as you noticed, bigger enemies came out. Obviously I'm not killing them as fast because they have more health. That happens at 10 minutes that these guys start to come out. And this is kind of a damage wall in the game. If you aren't able to do enough damage, skill won't save you. At least I don't think. Yeah. So basically, if you aren't able to kill any of them, you're not going to be able to avoid them either. But this is where your XP gains really start to diminish. I don't know if these guys give you more XP. I don't think so. I think the XP points are always relatively the same value. There's also these eyeball dudes shooting out their red tears of some kind, and they are a real pain. Okay, I'm gonna need to start shooting in a lot of different directions now. Hopefully open up a little space for me to survive in the middle of this crowd. But I also, oh, I lost my holy shield. Okay, the little eyeball dudes suck. But I also want to kill this dude as quick as possible because I will get a good upgrade from him. You can always get at least one useful upgrade from the little deals you make after defeating these bigger bosses. They're essentially like double deals if you ever played Binding of Isaac. That's how I think of them. Because you trade your HP for a good ability or a good perk. So I want to try and kill this guy as quickly as possible. Oh goodness. Now I'm scared. I wasn't too worried until I was down to 1 HP. Now I'm worried. I didn't expect to get hit again. I'm not even sure what hit me. Oh, I was mistaken. I thought I'd get a double deal kind of deal, you know. But this is actually very, very possibly could be way better. Tripling the effect of almost any upgrade is, I mean, obviously tripling an effect of an upgrade will be better than just an initial upgrade. But if you can really get like a you know, like a staple upgrade with that, then you're good. Can get a lot of bullet damage. I don't care for burn damage because I feel like, you know, if an enemy's getting close to you and you feel threatened, burn takes too long to proc or actually kill the enemy. This is good, but I feel like I could get something better. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for the hopes of getting something better. Oh gosh. Should have just taken it. I should have just taken it. I don't care to triple that. It's good in the first place. I don't feel the need to triple it. Dragon Egg won't be very much help. There's not that much time left. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Divine Wrath and get 3 lightning strikes every second. That sounds good to me. Everything else, I don't feel like tripling this would do anything. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the only decent thing to take. Even though I don't have my shield right now, if I'm able to survive long enough to get it back, I think it will help. But that did not go as well as I had hoped. I get tunnel vision a lot in this game when focusing on my character for whatever reason. Or like one enemy that's off in the distance, and then I quickly get crowded because I'm not looking around enough. As long as I'm able to drill a hole through the enemy crowd, I don't think I am. Okay, I could very well lose right now. Especially since being this crowded makes it much harder to get XP and get anything to help you get unstuck. It can be very hard to come back from being so crowded. Come on. We only got 6 minutes left. There's a holy shield. More lightning, I can see the more lightning. This is helpful. Okay, let's try and drill a hole through the crowd. Since I got some holy shield. Please, excuse me, thank you, pardon me. Let me through. Thank you. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Still got the holy shield too. This is good. I really wish I could kill more enemies right now. It's just a shame when you're starting to get crowded and you get overwhelmed. It's much harder to actually improve, to get out of being overwhelmed. Oh yeah, I have energized, so the holy shield giving me lightning every second, 3 lightning, has essentially stopped me from having to reload. Also, since I shoot lightning every, oh boy, this guy isn't that scary. What's scary is when all his buddies start coming out, the eyeball dudes, and the little dudes that blow up. Okay, thank you. Thank you. 2+ bounce might be, I mean, it'll definitely be helpful for crowd control, but I don't know how helpful. I'm not sure. This I'm not worried about anymore because it's energized and the lightning and everything. I haven't seemed to reload that much, or have to. This could be good, but I definitely need to be going towards the overload upgrade if I can get it. It keeps giving me intense burn when I want Firestarter. And maybe it's because I passed up on Firestarter a couple times, but to be honest, I forgot I needed it. Bullet damage? I think bullet damage is just a take. Let's see how helpful the burn actually is. I'm gonna go ahead and do this for research purposes. My fingers shifted on the keyboard. I wasn't on WASD. That's why I was stationary for a second. It scared me. Ooh, okay. Eyeball dudes, super important to take out when facing this dude, because they are what really make this boss a living hell. Okay, we're getting... I think the burn... Okay. I take back what I said about burn. It is useful, because they don't seem to be overwhelmed. Unless the lizard leech looking dudes actually just went away. For 6 damage and it's up 35%. I wasn't going for this synergy, but I think they're always much better than other perks you can get, unless it's another synergy. Maybe I can get some XP and actually get something decent to kill this boss with. Please. The smaller guys came back, which I'm generally excited for most of the time, but at the moment, they seem to have a lot more health than they used to, so I am not as enthusiastic as usual about seeing these guys again. Oh, okay. I want to get that, but the other boss spawned before I could kill the initial one. So I'm kind of stuck. How do I... Okay, we gotta... let's just freeze him. Freeze him. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that was a level. That wasn't what I wanted. Well, of course I want a level, but... Firestarter, please. Or Electromastery. I haven't even seen Electromastery, which is garbage. Bullet damage is good. Okay, I'll take the bullet damage. I mean, bullet damage is always good, of course. It's just not what I'm looking for at the moment. I mean, of course, it's gonna be useful, it's gonna make a difference. I just really want to make Overload work. But I might not need it. We might be able to survive 2 minutes without it. Oh, yes, please. Still haven't picked up the Devil Dew. I don't care. Don't. This is gonna lock me out of getting Overload. It won't in actuality, but it will take up more ability spaces. Okay, this is great. This is great. This could ensure I win the game, so I'm gonna take this. Oh, the fire rate decrease. Oh, that was not good to take. I'm gonna take this. I don't like it. But I think if I take this, it will be more likely to give me Shatter. Because I'm pretty sure you don't need both ends to get the last one. I think you only need one. Unless they changed it, I think you only need one. But if they change it, I'm gonna go ahead and take it for the hopes of getting the last one on that tree, because I know that will help a lot. But I really just want Overload. At this point, it's more just for the sake of showing it, because I think it's really cool. I think it's a great ability, for sure. But we're not stressing too much right now. Things have gotten better for sure. Pierce, an extra Pierce is good, but in hopes of getting something better, I'll reroll. And I didn't get much better at all. I'll just take more pickup range to make up for that level that I essentially lost because I got nothing good from it. I'm doing good. I think this is a possible win. Might want to increase my fire rate. Give me what I'm looking for. Nope. I'm not reloading that much, so I will just go ahead and take Igniting Lens. Well, no. I'm definitely not taking Giant. While max HP plus 2 may seem great, and yes, that is good on its own, having your character size increased sucks. And your move speed going down as well. I think if it was just character size increase, I might take it. Or if it was just move speed down, I'd take it. But a character size increase and movement penalty? No thank you. I think I'll go for this and hope I get my my Holy Shield back soon. I can't think of the time, like what time it was when I lost it, but I'm hoping it comes back in, like, you know, the next 3 seconds. Because the big boys are back. Oh boy. This is where... Yep, there's my... Yay, Holy Shield. Good timing. It always seems to come back at, like, a good time. I think that's because, like, every 2 minutes is when the difficulty increases. Or just about. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing alright. Frost Mage is really what's keeping us alive. It's not Holy Shield, it's not damage, it's Frost Mage. Because look at all the enemies that aren't able to move right now. I mean, I just have this wide open space. Frost Mage is... I mean, I don't know how I could beat the game without it. Because it's great. I'm gonna reroll out. Just give me what I want. This will be good, but... I've not seen what I've been hoping to get this game. I've definitely gotten things that I like, but I haven't been getting the big boy stuff. You know, like Shatter or Overload or Electromastery. I haven't been getting the big boy stuff. I think we're doing okay. Getting a little more and more crowded, but 30 seconds left. I think we can do it. How did I lose my holy shield? Where did my holy shield go? Excuse me? Excuse me? If I die in the next 20 seconds, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip. I'm just gonna stand still. I'm gonna stand still. I'm gonna wait it out. Well, actually, I might be able to get another level. Yeah. I mean, 8 seconds left. What are the chances I die in 8 seconds? But see, look at how slow I am. And your, like, increased size, it sucks. Anyways. Yeah, won the first run. That's awesome. Yeah. I wouldn't usually... Well, I didn't win the first run of the game that the first time I played the game, I didn't win the first run. Whoops. First time I played the game, I didn't win my first run. But to win my first game on the first episode of Let's Play, that's awesome. That's definitely improvement. So anyways, that is it for this episode. Actually, I'll take a look at my runes real quick. Choose some runes to get. Well, actually, I will unlock these first. On the next episode, I think I'll go ahead and play Diamond, who just has extra HP. Who just has like 3 extra HP. It's great to have extra HP. For sure. And I'll take the shotgun. And I think next episode we'll play with Diamond and the shotgun. Yeah. Let's go ahead and pick runes. You can only have one of the abilities in each row. You're not stuck to a column and a row or a column. You're stuck to picking one in each row. I think since I'm playing Diamond next game and I'll have the shotgun spread, I think I'll just go for Mysticism. Max that out, I think. Yeah, max that out. Unlock the next layer since I maxed one of these. And I'll get this. For the way I like to play, this isn't really useful that often because I like to have a lot of bullets and I like to have good fire rate and means of reloading or getting bullet backs, like energize and stuff. But I think with the shotgun, this will be a huge help. So for now, I'm gonna take these and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.